The last 12 weeks have been awful. They have been objectively appalling. We have lost people we didn't need to lose. The international comparisons made this clear weeks ago, which is roughly when they stopped sharing them with you and insisting that you don't look over there, look over there. The chief advisor to the Prime Minister lied to you about why he drove to Barnard Castle. Nobody drives to a tourist spot on their wife's birthday to test their eyesight. You know that, I know that. But they hold us now in such incredibly low regard that they think they can tell us that they were driving their car to test their eyes and that we'll believe it. Actually, worse than that, they know that they can claim they were driving their car to test their eyes and still not get called out by many, 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 many members of my profession. And this is the profession that essentially handles the passage of politics to the people. It's the vessel by which politics reaches the people, and it's a very, very distorting lens. If I'd said to you 5 years ago that, or imagine if Tony Blair was in charge and Alistair Campbell claimed that he'd gone for a drive against government guidelines in order to test his eyesight, the whole government would have gone up in flames. But that's what happens when you elect a joker. You get a tragedy. When you put liars in charge, the lies don't disappear or dilute. They get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you arrive here today. Tens of thousands of lives could have been saved by an earlier lockdown. Boris Johnson's still claiming he's done a really good job. Would you have more or less confidence in his ability to handle the next 12 weeks if he started telling you the truth about the last 12 weeks? And if you'd have less confidence, I kind of get it, actually, because we've all done that, haven't we? We've all done that since February. We've all sat there thinking, this doesn't look good, but my God, I hope I'm wrong. I can't think of anybody worse to be in charge, but hey, you know, maybe a leopard can change his spots. When he was Mayor of London, this was the one I did most internally, when he was Mayor of London, he surrounded himself with, you know, vaguely efficient people. I used to be told by right up to Deputy Mayor level that Boris never actually does anything. We do all the hard work, and that was quite comforting in the context of coronavirus, because you thought, well, hopefully he'll surround himself with effective, efficient people. And then you remember who the Home Secretary is, and the Foreign Secretary, and the Secretary of State for Education, and the Secretary of State for Defence, and the Secretary of State for International Trade. And we haven't even mentioned Michael Gove. So the idea that he would be surrounded by colleagues who would be able to camouflage his incompetence was clearly never going to float. Man, this is a sad day.